Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At power forward, Keyshawn George. At shooting guard, Bilal Coulibaly. At the other forward position, Khris Middleton. At center, Alexander Sarr. At the other guard position, Jordan Poole. The head coach of the visiting team is Brian Keefe. The man in the middle, standing 6'11", number 21, Yves Missi. At forward, 6'9", number 25, Trey.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. A look at the opening lineup for Washington. We've got George, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Sarr, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for New Orleans, they've got DeJounte Murray. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Missi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan. Well, they do.
We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. George is out there with Sarr. Then it's Khris Middleton. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Coulibaly in at the shooting guard. And here's New Orleans now. Back to Murray. Here's Williamson. Washington with the rebound.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot. Now, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Back to Murray. Pass to McCollum. Launches a three, and the three ball is good.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
If we're going to talk about, the craftiest players, Brent, in the NBA, where would you rank C.J. McCollum?
C.J. is one of my favorite guards in the league to watch. This guy is not overpowering physically, Kevin, but his efficiency and the way that he is so smooth on getting to his scoring zones is something that I don't think we appreciate enough.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Here's Poole. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. George against Williamson. Pass to Poole. From past the arc. Messi grabs the rebound. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's Williamson with the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
The rare Zion three, when it goes in, you just take it. It's like found money in the couch.
George sets a screen for Poole. Off target with his three. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Messi scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, the open man's out there. You got to feed him, and Murray gets the job done.
Middleton the pass to Poole. Middleton with a screen for Poole. From downtown. Again, the miss by Poole. New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. New Orleans moving it around. Kicks it out to Williamson. The 3-ball. Drills it from outside. Williamson's got 6.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
Attention fans, now on the court, it's your squad. Get back.
Corey Kispert's checked in for George. Pass to Coulibaly. Poole on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Kispert. A putback. Pelicans pull it in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Bangs home the trifecta.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
It's good.
And Poole knocks that one down without worry.
Pelicans leading by 12. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster. There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
First team foul.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And that one falls for Middleton. Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But, Brent, they've collected some assets.
Yeah, they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. They took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild with.
Now here's Williamson. 6 points for him. Murray, good.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands.
Timeout.
He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. And then for Washington, Champagne's checked in, and Georgia subbed in for Chris Middleton.
The paint, that's where Jones likes to live, and that's where he's comfortable. You can use that length to his advantage.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. New Orleans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. And a switcher also for Washington. Smart's checked in for Jordan Poole. He misses the free throw. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Now here's Olynyk. Fires the three. They get the rebound. And he banks in the layup. Williamson's got 8 points.
He makes it look easy. Zion just feasting on that second chance bucket.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Here's Kispert. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. The lead is 15. Over to the left wing. Alvarado. Those three-pointers off the mark. Washington is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Carrington. 6 to shoot. Here's the three. No good on the shot. Good if it goes. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. Hawkins is out there with Jose Alvarado. And it's Olynyk in at center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Jones after the basket by Washington. Here's Alvarado. Not going to go that time.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Carrington. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's been an eventful run for Zion Williamson, right, Brent, to say the least, since going first overall in the 2019 draft.
And man, Kevin, you just are hoping for the simplest of things, and that is health. Because when Zion is healthy, so is this team in ways that other teams fear because of how dominant he can be. This is a special talent. We just want to see more and more of it.
Kicks it out to Hawkins. From deep. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here's Smart. He has yet to score. Pass to Bay. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Lets it fly. And it's Carrington missing. Pelicans leading by 21. Williamson right side. And another three for New Orleans.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now, here is George. To the wing right side. Smart passes to George. 6 on the shot clock. And Bay throws it down.
And rise up, Mr. Bay. That was ultra close range.
Alvarado finds Jones. Now here's Williamson. No good on the three. Pass to Bay. Here's Champagnie. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Hawkins shot good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Smart. Still without a basket. Pass to Bay. Outside, George shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Good work there as it goes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Carrington. George with the ball. No good with the triple. Williamson finds Jones. Beyond the arc. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Jones. Williamson's got 14 points for the game. Washington's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Both teams changing it up here. Here's Poole. He's got 7 to halt the run. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, one of the more explosive players and silky smooth. Poole finding a way to get to the rim.
From the arc. And another three for New Orleans.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
So it's Washington now, and the Pelicans pick up 3 with their last shot. Shot clock at 6. Middleton can't get it to go. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Here's Williamson. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 16.
And Zion really lighting it up in this one.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And George kicks to Poole. Over McCollum. Pelicans with the rebound. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. New Orleans moving the ball around. Pass to Williamson. Here's Messi. It's hauled in by George. Wizards shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Koulibaly. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And the basket by McCollum.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
Poole with it. George with the screen on McCollum. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first two quarters.
Doing a great job of just setting guys up and demonstrating just how important ball movement can be.
So it's the Wizards now. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Jordan Poole. Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Sarr in at the 5.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
Stolen by Middleton. Poole up top. Pass to Coulibaly. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Hey guys, the Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Here's Poole. Zion Williamson making his last shot. And Poole gets it to go.
And he's absolutely feeling it. There is no hesitation from Jordan Poole.
Baseline jumper. Good. He hits the jump shot. Nisi's got 10 points.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Let's hear it one more again for your Pelicans breaker.
Poole with no one around. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He's got 16.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Williamson from long range. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. Wizards have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. To the inside. George. And George with the stuff.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods in the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Williamson kicks to Murray. McCollum outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Washington has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. The shot by Middleton, wide open, and it's off from three-point range. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent. And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Poole with it, now defended by McCollum. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Middleton. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nisi's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lets it go with a 3. The three-pointer is right on target. He has 6.
Yeah, you can't leave Murphy open from deep. He doubled his three-point attempts from year 1 to year 2. That's confidence.
Outside, George. Inside, here's Middleton. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. There's Williamson with the 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
So helpful for Zion's confidence to be able to knock down shots like that. It's just going to make him play with so much more reckless abandon.
And it's George finishing it off.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Jordan Poole picks one up.
And this is what that kind of size in the backcourt can give you. Murray, a bigger guard, hard to handle down low.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Jose Alvarado comes in for DeJounte Murray. Zion Williamson's checked in for Jones. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter of the game. And Bay throws it down.
Good look from the big man as Holmes gets it to the other guy and not forcing his shot.
Williamson finds Olynyk. Brown outside. Sinks the triple. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
35 seconds left in the third. That one falls. And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. Pass to Kispert. Back to Poole. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Using those hops to attack the rim. Poole takes flight.
Back to Williamson. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Poole. Rebound by Olynyk.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
There's Williamson with the three. Drills the three-pointer. Williamson's got 27.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for the Pelicans. He has been a long-range assassin today. With his work that quarter, his total number of threes is up to 7. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So it's the Pelicans now. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Herbert Jones. Then there's Hawkins. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Alvarado in at the point. It's the Pelicans 5.
Love the assertive attitude from Jones, wanting to continue to improve in his jump shooting.
And an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Brogdon's checked in for Washington.
Let's hear it for you. Substitution on the court.
Olynyk against Smart. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. McCollum's checked in for the Pelicans.
Pelicans, number 3, C.J. McCollum.
Down low, here's Smart. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
The assist.
Good passing in the paint, maybe even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Boston. Here's Williamson. An easy 2 points on the layup. That's 29 points for Zion Williamson.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Brogdon outside. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. With the teardrop. Offensive rebound. Kispert wide open. He fires. Hits it from three-point range.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Creeves gets the bucket.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Smart goes in and slam dunk by Smart.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Unloads from 13. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, Brogdon's a pretty gifted passer and trying to do a great job of heading up this offense from the point position.
Hawkins. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Now, here's Brogdon. And it's Kispert in the corner. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Kispert setting the pick for Brogdon. Just 4 to shoot. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. New Orleans gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Carrington. And here is Kispert. Here's Champagnie. A second chance effort. Outside for Smart. That 3 off the mark.
Or even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
It's Brogdon, top of the key. They need this, and he comes up with the deuce.
Nice to see Brogdon just step into one from the mid-range.
The Pelicans have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6, and it's blocked. Here's Carrington. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Carrington's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. Here's Coulibaly.
2 minutes remaining.
He takes it in, and he jams it with authority.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here's Jones, and it's slammed in by Jones.
Nice jam by Jones, popping off the floor.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Alvarado. From 18 feet away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And so they foul intentionally. Timeout. Called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. .135 left in the fourth quarter, and Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zion Williamson.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
I tell you what, Brent, this Jordan Poole is one confident player.
Yeah, his mindset, though, Kevin, has to shift to being more consistent. So we've seen these outbursts in scoring from Jordan Poole, but really you want to have a more reliable player in what he does both offensively and defensively. Hopefully he finds that.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Poole. The 11-footer, he gets that one.
Jordan Poole.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do
do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Cans it from downtown.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That one drops for him.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Williamson against Poole. For three. And it's Williamson missing. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Zion Williamson.
Give me that WhatsApp, but when I hit you, better bring me that rucksack. Like on the off block with a rock back. 2 hands on my clutch that. Any shoes on sale, man, cock that. Any up on site, man, that. Right now, I see my lifestyle's changing. Can't lie, see I like it. I was chilling in the band with cats last year. Now I'm chilling with a crew from Love Island. Different. Ken said do this music thing. I don't like when you talk about riding, but it's exciting. I love money big. Let's
bring out the starters.
Go home and I build my more time and stepping in twos. Watch my back when I lean. I do the same cause that's my brother. Put one hand on my brother. Man's getting straight round there with a straight. Man talk tough and then they catch him in the flesh. I just put me a 10 down. So you know I'm about my bar. I love my freedom, but I risk it anytime I see them. Fly at the ride, man, freedom. Put me up, man, he kept on. L2R2, man, pop this corn like the cinema view. If don't see Jones, man, chilling it too, man. Step tryna finish them, you. No, man, cut you, bust that. Think give me that WhatsApp, but when I hit you, better bring me that rucksack. Like on the off block with a rock back. 2 hands on my clutch that. Don't sell, man, cock that. Any up on site, man. I'm like, who's that? What's that? Man, cut you, bust that. Think give me that WhatsApp, but when I hit you, better bring me that rucksack. Like on the off block with a rock back. 2 hands on my clutch that.
2K Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
And with that rotation,